Our top focus on WION at this hour, Maharashtra's Deputy Chief Minister Ajit Pawar has died in a plane crash. Well, the aircraft, a Learjet 45, took off from Mumbai in the morning and was headed to Baramati. Besides Pawar, there were two other passengers along with a crew member and the pilot. The plane was being flown by Captain Shambhavi Pathak. Now, according to flight radar, the aircraft was clear for landing and was attempting a second approach to Baramati when it crashed. Eyewitnesses say rescue efforts began after the crash, but multiple explosions in quick succession left no chance of survival.
दुख भरी दर्द भरी घटना है। ये हमने देखा कि एयरप्लेन जब नीचे आया था ऐसा लग रहा था उसका क्रैश हो जाएगा ऐसा हम सोच रहे थे, तभी क्रैश हो गया। हम देखे कि हमें लगा नहीं क्रैश हो गया है, लेकिन एयर ट्रैप पे उतरेगा ऐसा लगा, उतर रहा है, लेकिन क्रैप हुआ और उसके बाद स्फोट हो गया उसका जबरदस्त। स्फोट होने के बाद वो हम देखने आए, पहले देखा तो उसको आग लगी थी पूरे प्लेन को, और उसके बाद 4-5 स्फोट हो गया विमान में उसका, और उसके बाद बहुत लोग आ गए और उसने निकालने की कोशिश की, लेकिन बड़ी आग लगी, उसके कारण कोई मदद नहीं कर सकता। लेकिन सब आ गए, तब बाद में उसको उसमें आजिदा था। ये हमारे लिए बहुत शौक की बात में है कि हमें बता नहीं सकते हम बात में ऐसा, लेकिन हमने देखा है कि पायलट ने भी ट्राई किया होगा कि लैंडिंग करने का, लेकिन लैंडिंग हुआ नहीं है। ये बहुत शौक वाली घटना है। हमने देखा पूरा एक नीचे आ रहा था, ट्रैप पे आ रहा था, ट्रैप के नजदीक 100 फुट से नजदीक आकर गिर गया है।
Maharashtra has declared 3-day mourning. Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis has cancelled all his programs, and along with Deputy Chief Minister Eknath Shinde, he will be departing for Baramati shortly. A formal investigation has been launched by Aircraft Accident Investigation Bureau (AAIB), with the team leaving for Baramati from Delhi. And during the course of the investigation, the probe team will retrieve the flight recording, enhance ground proximity warning system (EGPWS) and digital engine electronic system (DEES), airframe and engine logbooks, work orders, onboard documents, and major inspection records related to aircraft will be gathered from the operator for scrutiny. And we are now being joined live on the broadcast by Mr. R.K. Upadhyay. He's a senior journalist. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us on the broadcast.
Thank you, Diksha.
Well, sir, Ajit Pawar was one of Maharashtra's longest-serving deputy chief ministers, known for his administrative reach and also the rural connect. In your view, what defined his political style and his appeal to voters?
Well, Diksha, Ajit Pawar has been an important politician emerging from Maharashtra, and he was growing politically. In fact, he's become the DCM for the third time in the Maharashtra government. And, he was only 67. Unfortunately, this, tragedy has taken him away. But I'm sure he had a very, very bright future. But, this tragedy nobody expected, and is gone. He always grew in the shadow of his uncle, Sharad Pawar. Sharad Pawar is the one who launched the Nationalist Congress Party in 1999 when he broke away from the Congress of Sonia Gandhi. So that is, since then he has been with his uncle, but his relations with the uncle has always not been very smooth, because he had his own ambitions, and he was hoping that he will be a successor to Sharad Pawar. But suddenly in 2009, Sharad Pawar brought his daughter, and then to politics. That is when the relationship changed within the family. So these tensions continued for a long time, and then I think in 2019 he broke away from Nationalist Congress Party to join hands with the BJP. And he and Devendra Fadnavis, got themselves, administered oath of office as Chief Minister and Deputy Chief Minister. Devendra Fadnavis was the Chief Minister, and Ajit Pawar was the Deputy CM. But, he couldn't get his MLAs to back it, because they were all with Sharad Pawar. So that government of just two people collapsed within a matter of 80 hours.
Right.
So that is when he had to, get back to his uncle, and then, he became part of a government, Congress and NCP and the Shiv Sena government. But within another 3-4 years, he again broke away and then joined hands with the BJP. So in 2024 assembly elections, he had a clear edge over his uncle's party, and in this government, after the 2024 elections, he became the deputy chief minister along with the Shiv Sena's Shinde. So he was a rising figure within the government, and he had made a name for himself as a hard-working politician, and he ground level contacts was excellent. And if Devendra Fadnavis have let's say in another 3-4 years moved to the central government, probably Ajit Pawar would have emerged as the chief ministerial candidate of Maharashtra.
Right, and given the internal party realignments that have been a defining feature of Maharashtra's politics over the last few years, and also of certain reports surfacing of the merger of the two NCPs, how would you say Ajit Pawar's passing will reshape the future possibilities for the NCP's cohesion and also the direction?
Well, I think that is the crucial question now facing the NCP and Sharad Pawar's family itself. Sharad Pawar himself, is now aging, and is not taking full part in politics. In fact, he didn't contest the last Lok Sabha elections, and he was hoping to bring about a reconciliation, within the family and bring the NCP groups together. In the last, in the recent, civic elections, in fact, the NCP suffered very badly. Both, factions of NCP and BJP has emerged as a very strong party in Maharashtra. So NCP is right now, in a crisis situation. So it is for the uncle and his daughter to work out, how to bring about a reconciliation between the two NCPs going forward.
Right, and so the public is just making sense of what has just happened. And at such a sensitive time when grief and shock are still settling in, Mamata Banerjee has suggested that there could be foul play involved in the plane crash that led to Pawar's tragic passing. Now, how should we read into these remarks, if at all?
Well, I think Mamata Banerjee's comment should be taken with a large pinch of salt. What is the basis for her, allegation? And nothing has emerged so far unless the investigation, can prove something, we won't be able to speculate on that. This is, these are the things that have happened. This is the tragedy that is, befall a politician. And this is not the first time. We had occasions when, senior politicians have been killed in this kind of crashes. We had the instance of Sanjay Gandhi, who was then Prime Minister Indira Gandhi's son, who was seen as an heir apparent, who also died in a air crash when he was in his just 40s. And then we have seen, Rajshekhar Reddy, who was the former Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh. He died in a plane crash. And then there is a case of Madhav Rao Scindia, who many people thought was a prime ministerial an aspirant at some point or the other. He died in a plane crash. And very recently, just about 6 months back, former Gujarat Chief Minister Rupani died in a plane crash. So, these are accidents, and, to think that there was some, other forces working, it's, far beyond anybody's imagination, unless some proof can be provided.
Absolutely. Thank you, sir, for being so articulate and sharing your valuable insights with us.
Thank you, Diksha.